You see the cue action looks very loose and fluent.
Oi, off already. Yes, he said. 1-0, and he's already very animated. That's Naoki Oi all over. Even though the opposition has yet to fire.
It's foul.
Now this is just what Croatia needed. Ball in hand, all the balls in the open. I mean, that wasn't an easy shot, it was very thin.
It's foul. It's a foul.
Oh dear. Things going from bad to very bad for Team Croatia. Yoshioka's debut in this World Cup of Pool is going very nicely. He looks composed. He's been the better of the two Japanese players so far. And now it's Naoki Oi to pot the 9-ball. All Japan so far.
2-minute break.
They're vindicating the bookmakers' odds.
This is getting tragic for Croatia. Everything that's going wrong is going wrong. Now Japan have got ball in hand again. But cue ball control is something they have struggled with, and it's this type of shot here where it's going to go wrong, because you've got to just float over to the middle of the table. There you see he's landed a little bit too close to the rail. Should still be okay. You know, that little bounce at the end has made it okay. If it had stayed on the rail, though, it would have been a different story. Even there, he's landed just that little bit of a funny angle. So he's either going to have to soft draw this back up, or he's actually tapping it down for that reason. Nice shot, though.
What a rout this is turning into. Japan lead Croatia by 5 racks to 0.
Their hands, and this is just a case of potting the ball. Cue ball will naturally land on the 8. And he's missed the 7, a little lifeline for Croatia.
Naturally there, the little demon in his mind was to avoid the far bump of the middle pocket, and that's why he missed it.
Slightly under at the cue ball, but should be okay. Could even pop both balls in one shot here. Yeah, he's just having a look, he's not quite sure, but just make sure he popped the 8. And he has potted the 8, and does have a shot at this 9. It's a little bit close to his work. It's not going to come easy, is it, Phil, when you're trailing 5-0 and you've had a few chances and you've made a few errors?
It's actually, given their circumstance, a really horrible shot, this. In it goes. Well done indeed, Roberto Bartol. So forget the whitewash. Japan still in command, but at least Croatia have a rack on the board. Roberto Bartol lists Judd Trump and Jason Shaw as his great sporting heroes. He will need to pot like those two if Croatia are going to come back into this. But at least now they're getting some kind of foothold.
Things can just start to happen. This will make it 5-2. To win a break, so they will be breaking in the next round. Oh, he's missed a 9 ball. What has he done there?
You can't help but feel for him. Big occasion for these guys, it really is. They don't want to do that on international TV. Japan pick up the pieces and the scoreline now reads 6-1. And remember, in rack number 8, they get to break. Purposely use the 9 ball to hold on the 6. A few times during this match, Carl, you and I have said that it's going from bad to worse for Croatia. Now they're fearing the worst.
Yeah, this match looks over. Just playing this 8 ball in the side and doesn't need to worry about the cue ball, just pop the ball.
Yeah. Yes, good.
Japan are through. They've cruised into the last 16 with a 7-1 victory over Croatia. And for the Japanese, it's now Russia or Switzerland.
So this is an interesting situation we've got now. I don't think he's got an angle to break the balls out. You see he's just kind of asking his pal where he wants the cue ball. Now I think he's going to try and stun the cue ball in behind the 6, the green 6, and send the purple 5 round off 3-4 rails. And he's played cocked hat.
I was just going to say that I haven't heard that in a while. It comes from our little snooker terminology. I had a feeling that might happen, but you don't expect it on a pool table. You expect it to come out longer off those back 2 rails there. But there we go, little trick shot. Didn't really want that. Not ideal. I'm alright, I'm not bad.
Extension, please.
I could do a bit of your height, I think. I'm only 5'4", so that plays into it a little bit, but not bad. Be nice to get more elevation, I think. You know, you tall lads.
Yeah, I can't help you with that one, I'm afraid.
No. Double kiss there into the pocket. That'll work.
Wow, that is
Bounced off the
incredible.
point, and you got another hit. Another shot at that. It was a 2-for-1 shot there. Hold holding his hand up, apologising to the opponents.
Many a player would have played for the 8 in the top left, but he decided to play for it in the side, which is not a problem. This is a shot you would make 99 times out of 100 in singles play, but in doubles, when you don't have much table time, they can be missed.
Bad shot. Ball in it.
Well, it all kind of goes wrong a little bit.
Stop.
I know he played around the rails for the 8 in the side, but he landed the wrong side and left his partner close to the rail, so he couldn't really do much but make the ball. But nevertheless, I mean, he's supposed to make the ball.
Czech Republic.
The thing is, though, like Vilmos there, he's a very dangerous player in regular pool tournaments, so when the tournaments are in the pool rooms and all this, you know, he's won tournaments, but playing in this Matchroom arena and live on TV, this is where you really see the level that the pool players are at.
Yeah, and I think, you know, when you watch the top flight of people who are competing all the time, that we see all the time, with shots like that, possibly it would be played a little bit lower, like stun shots around the rails. I noticed too, some play it high, some play it centre ball for a good contact. I mean, how would you have played that? Would you have rolled it, or was it just on the day?
I think I'm with you, I'd probably play it a little bit low on the cue ball and just stun round the 2, 3
Yeah,
angles.
you seem to get a nice clean contact like that. You're not leaving anything to chance.
Bad shot.
Yeah, I did. He just played it off the one rail, but I'd be scared of scratching in the side or the top, so into the side. He might have to play a bank shot. He's having a good look, so maybe he does cut.
Oh, there's no doubt in his mind there. Nice little bank shot.
Yeah, he got down and played that bank shot with a lot of conviction, and just sometimes I think that's the best way to play it. His partner's very slow and methodical, isn't he?
That'd be Kelly and me.
Which one are you?
Methodical, of course. Slow and methodical.
Czech Republic wins the rack.
So Czech Republic do win the rack. Yeah, right hand English is of course right hand spin. It's when you're at the right hand side of the cue ball. Alison, well, she's practically American now, so.
I know. I've been living over there for 26 years. It's a beautiful shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, wonderful kick shot, purposely played that, trying to pot it in the side, and you see it wasn't easy, and well, what a chance now to get on the hill.
Played shot, slightly elevated in the cue there, nice and smooth. And the Czech Republic should be looking for a nice little lead now. Comfortable lead.
So this 9 ball puts Czech Republic on the hill. It's 6 racks to 3. Can Hungary come back in this match? We'll be back soon. nowhere near the top pocket.
And a nicely played shot, speed-wise and control-wise. Very nice shot. The way he stuck the cue ball down there behind that line ball.
Yeah, this is a funky little shot he's got here.
Is he looking at jumping into the rail? Or is he going to go 1 or 2 rails here? Well, that is a tricky shot, isn't it, there? Where he's looking at where he needed to hit on that rail to make contact with the ball. Wow, what a beauty. There's a nice shot there. Not easy to judge that off that second rail. I'd be very happy with the outcome of that.
Yeah, nice contact there from Oliver. Back on the practice table. Vilmos has missed another pot. Overcut that one. Draws the cue ball back out into the middle of the table. Cue ball not quite hard enough, so he's left his partner a little tricky one. He's a tall fella though, so he should be able to reach it.
Czech Republic.
It wasn't the prettiest
First
of
breath
matches.
and a match. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Nevertheless, Czech Republic are in round 2. They beat Team Hungary 7 racks to 4. And there you see the delight from Michael and Petra.
Mario He and Albin Auchenor.
I have seen him around. I couldn't tell you exactly when and where that was, but I have seen him before.
Well, that was a foul shot. The cue ball just caught the green 6 as it went through to try and hit the blue 2. And so consequently, the first really good chance falls to the Slovakians.
We'll be, I think we'll be great partners. It's just whether we get the chances. So hopefully we do.
Well, Konyar and Polash have had the chance in this opening rack, and they're in the process of taking it. Very nicely done. So Albin Auchen made the mistake, failing to kick out of that snooker, and the Slovakians did the rest. The defending champions on the back foot immediately.
The results speak for themselves, but obviously being a player, I kind of know, and they really do gel well together, and they know each other's game, you know. Mario knows what shots to let Albin take on, and vice versa. So, you know, they're a great team, really, and tough to beat, of course.
We have seen over the years they do communicate, but when there's a 30-second shot clock, communication needs to be limited, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't really have time to think for yourself, let alone, oh wow, but let alone have a chance to talk about it. So yeah, I think me and Alison are going to have to, we can talk, so we're going to have to say to each other, we'll have to be quiet because we won't have the time.
Well, that shot was worth talking about. The 2 ball in, and not only that, position on the 3.
But again, we've got Austria in a little bit of trouble.
Extension, please.
Well, Mario's a great jumper, that's for sure. So, oh, look at that, clean as a whistle.
We've seen him do that in the World Cup so often. It really is a massive asset.
That was a nice controlled shot. Just breaking up the cluster and then keeping the control to get onto the 2 ball.
Don't think he will miss it, but it is missable. Jakub Konia, very good indeed. Look at this, 3-1 ahead now, the Slovakians. We couldn't predict that at the start of the match. We were talking about a heavy defeat for them by the defending champions. Now we're revising that opinion. It was interesting actually that we were saying at the start of the match that being defending champions can apply a certain amount of unique pressure.
Looks very relaxed. Very comfortable out there.
Yeah, his partner looks a little more jittery, but he's not making errors.
That's right. He's making the balls and is, you know, setting his partner up for a great next shot. And they're doing their job basically. They're doing what they come here to do. So. I think, Phil, if they clear this rack, that'll be 3 in a row where the Austria have not had a shot. Is that right?
They are being confined to their chairs for a very lengthy period. This is the kind of stuff we expected from them not to happen to them. Well, that's barring the one near positional glitch was almost flawless. The Slovakians having a rare old time. The defending champions are in deep trouble.
I'm not quite sure what they're saying, but I think it should just be make sure you pot this and leave it anywhere. The 9 ball's over the pocket, so I can't see there being anything much to talk about.
The Austrians are the men from the mountains, but it's the opposition who now stand on the hill. And that's because Slovakia, shockingly, surprisingly, totally unexpectedly, lead by 6 racks to 1. Who could have possibly written this script?
Oh. Now that would have been a turnaround, wouldn't it, if that 9 ball had gone in?
Well, Konia played the snooker that has given Slovakia the chance to defeat the defending champions. But this is horrible queuing. Having to put right-hand side on the wide ball. Oh, he's done well there. He really has.
What a shot that was there. I mean, you know, the pressure they're under, let alone the hampering of the, you know, the queuing. And he kept that nice and smooth. Really played that well.
They're on a countdown to being the victims of a colossal upset. Now that was delicate. This needs to be power. Sweet as a nut. How about this, Kelly?
Yeah, he's absolutely shown no signs of nerves at all, Konya. It is pretty much at the centre of the pocket on most every shot. And the pair of them have played great, really, this last half of the match. They kept control. And here we are. Wow.
The glorious unpredictability of sport. Absolutely tremendous from Jakub Konya and Jaroslav Polash together. They've represented Slovakia brilliantly, and the defending champions, Austria, fall at the first hurdle. The first time in a decade that the title holder in the World Cup of Pool has lost their opening match, coming back to defend. 7-1 to Slovakia.